Hell's Paradise, chapter 91. If you don't want to get spoiled, leave now. Just like, favorite, come back later because, bro, what? Shugun has lost his cat, man. He killed his own best friend, Fujin. They used to be locked in like that, but bro, once you don't agree with Shugen and his philosophy, it's over with. All right, where we left off in this chapter, Shugen and Gantetsu are fighting each other. We find out that Shugen's able to use all the different styles of the Asaman and copy them. Gantetsu is surprised that he's losing in a battle of strength. The monstrous power that Ginju has comes from the stiffness in his wrist. Shugen adds his own flavor to it by making it more fluid and makes it stronger and pushes Gantetsu back. Shugen is leaving a lot of opening, but since the blows are really tough, he's unable to counter him. Shugen's able to use Genji's strength, compensating for the downsides. Shugen was able to unlock the sword from Gantetsu's hand. That didn't matter. Gantetsu was going to start throwing hands. Shugen's form changed again. It was able to dodge and land a counter blow. Gantetsu was so surprised, like his style changed again. He was able to execute a perfect dodge. This is when Shugen tells us how he's taking the form of Asaman named Kiso, whose main ability was defense. See Shugen talking about Gantetsu, how all these criminals or outlaws call themselves master swordsmen. A wealth of talent like the Asaman go unnoticed. Shugen then proceeds to attack with Kisho's style, then switches back to Genji's style, merging both of them perfectly, like cutting up Gantetsu. I haven't seen him in this bad of shape in a long time. He unawakened Tao. Says how much he loves the way of the blade. He never wanted to get old and wish he could play more, but he's fading away. Shugen's not gonna give him any mercy in calling this an execution. Out of nowhere, Fuji steps in and saved Gantetsu. You can see the surprise face on Shugen's face. Fuji stepped in to save a criminal. Fuji tells him that crime and evil are not the same. I think Gantetsu is undoubtedly a criminal, yes, but he is not evil. He doesn't want anyone else to die and will turn back against the laws of our era. Shugen gets really sad on his answer and says, "You truly haven't changed." You see a flashback of Fuji. You see Fuji dissecting a woman. We get this flashback of Shugen walking into him the first time they meet. He's dissecting this woman that just got executed. Some of the higher ups don't believe that it's a good profession for a samurai to be dissecting corpses. The reason Fuji does this is for medical reasons. Shugen's impressed with his skills and asks to help with the dissection, but can't deal with the smell. He says, "If I help you, will you give me that medicine later if I get ill?" He says, "Of course, so long as you don't flee partway through." You can see how much of friendship, like these dudes are so close now, they're going against each other. Now we're back to the present and Shugen just slaughtered his friend. He slimed him out, his own friend. And he gave him a heartfelt goodbye, saying, "You only thought of others, a sublime men to the end." Tetsu is so shocked seeing Fujin slain in front of him. You see Shugen just all black, saying, "I willed my blade for the sake of this world." Then we see the female Asaman leader in front of Sagiri, telling her how she believes in Shugen. How everything is rooted in order for him. He doesn't judge things good or evil. The panel then cuts to Aze, Chobe, and his brother. They're surrounded by the ninjas and one of the Asaman's swordsmen. We see the blind Asaman's swordsman also surrounded by the same ninjas and the younger kid, probably the youngest of the Asaman. And in this last panel, we finally get to see Gabimaru. He's facing off with two ninjas. One of them looks swole as hell. We get to see one of their faces and he looks like a disfigured person of the leader of the ninjas, clan that Gabimaru's from. The scene goes back to Shugen and we see Fuji on the ground. Gantetsu asks him, like, "Are you insane?" He says, "No, what you just witnessed was determination. Likes for which there is no going back." As we see him crying in pain. Call Gantetsu a villain before he looks like he slashes and ends Gantetsu saying, "I condemn you." What a chapter, bro. Shugen is nuts, bro. My boy really slimed out his best friend.